What if I told you there is a country in East Africa where you can look a mountain gorilla in the eyes from 3 feet away? Where the world's longest river is born from a shimmering lake the size of a small sea? Where ancient forests swallow you whole and a waterfall so powerful it forces the entire Nile River through a crevice just 7 meters? What if I told you this country has snow-capped mountains sitting right on the equator, glaciers you can touch with your bare hands while tropical birds sing above you? This place is real. It's not a dream. It's not a movie set. It is Uganda, the Pearl of Africa. And today, I'm taking you on a full tour of the most breathtaking destinations this incredible country has to offer. Whether you're a wildlife lover, an adrenaline junkie, a culture enthusiast, or simply someone who needs to see the world from a new angle, Uganda is calling your name. Stay until the very end because I have something special for you. A free travel tip that could save your Uganda trip entirely. Our first stop, and honestly, the reason most people put Uganda on their map, is Bwindi Impenetrable National Park. And let me tell you, the name does not lie. This forest is dense, it is ancient, and it is alive in every sense of the word. Bwindi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, sitting in the southwestern corner of Uganda, and it is home to roughly half of the world's remaining mountain gorilla population. We are talking about one of the most endangered creatures on the planet, and Uganda is one of the only places on Earth where you can encounter them face to face in the wild. There are about 19 habituated gorilla families in Bwindi, meaning families that have been carefully introduced to human presence over years so that you can safely trek to them. Once you find them, you get one magical, humbling, unbelievable 1 hour to watch a silverback scratch himself, to see a baby tumble through the leaves, to make eye contact with an animal so close to human, it sends a chill down your spine. Now, full transparency, a gorilla trekking permit costs $800 USD per person as of 2024. It is not cheap. But here's the thing. Every single dollar goes directly toward conservation efforts and protection. You are not just a tourist, you are a protector. And the park itself? It shelters over 90 species of mammals, including 10 primate species, rare birds, and plants found nowhere else. Bwindi is not just a destination, it is a privilege. Picture this. The entire Nile River, the longest river in the world, is forced, squeezed, crammed through a rocky gorge just 7 meters. The pressure is unimaginable. The sound is deafening. The spray soaks you before you even get close. This is Murchison Falls, and it may be the most powerful waterfall in the world. Located inside Murchison Falls National Park, Uganda's largest national park at over 4,000 square kilometers, this place is a sensory overload in the best possible. The park is home to lions, hippos, elephants, giraffes, leopards, buffalo, and over 500 bird species, making it one of the richest wildlife ecosystems in all. You can take a game drive through the open savanna at sunrise, watching herds of elephants move through golden grass. Then take a boat cruise up the Nile itself, drifting past hippos yawning on the banks and crocodiles sunning themselves on rocks, while kingfishers dart over. And then you stand at the falls, right at the edge, and you understand in that moment why water was worshipped as a god. If Bwindi feeds your soul and Murchison Falls humbles it, then Jinja is where you set it on fire. Located about 80 kilometers east of Kampala, Jinja is officially the adventure capital of East Africa, and it has earned every syllable of that. This is the city where the White Nile begins its 6,700-kilometer journey from Lake Victoria to the Mediterranean Sea, and people come here from every corner of the world to do something extraordinary. whitewater rafting on rapids that reach a terrifying grade 6, bungee jumping 44 meters above the rushing Nile, kayaking, tubing, quad biking, horse riding on the riverbank, and when the adrenaline settles, Ginger wraps you in warmth. Restaurants overlooking the river, relaxed lodges with hammocks, a laid-back energy that pulls you in and makes you extend your... Jinja is the second top tourist destination in Uganda, and once you visit, you will absolutely understand. Here is a question for you. Where on earth can you stand on the equator and touch snow? The Rwenzori Mountains. Known in legend as the Mountains of the Moon, these glaciated peaks straddle the border of Uganda and the Democratic Republic of Congo. They are a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and they look like something. The highest peak, Mount Stanley, rises to 5,009 meters above sea level, making it the third tallest mountain in Africa. But it is not just the summit that steals your breath. It is the journey there. Ancient forests give way to alien-looking heather zones, giant lobelias, and groundsel trees that look like they belong in a science fiction film. Waterfalls cascade down ridges. And at the top, snow, glaciers, silence, and a view that stretches across the continent. The Rwenzori Mountains are not just a hike, they are... After the adventure and the awe, Uganda offers you this. Lake Bunyonyi. The name means place of little birds in the local language, and from the moment you arrive, you understand why this lake is considered one of the most beautiful lakes in all of Africa. It is the second deepest lake in Africa, dotted with 29 mesmerizing islands, surrounded by lush terraced hillsides that roll into the water like something from a painting. Here you can take a canoe out at dawn, when the mist sits on the water and the world is perfectly still. Birdwatch from the shore. Hike to an elevated viewpoint where the lake spreads out beneath you like a stained glass window. Many travelers use Lake Bunyonyi as a base camp before or after gorilla trekking, and once they arrive, many of them never want. Most tourists to Uganda go to Bwindi, Murchison, and Queen Elizabeth, and they are all extraordinary. But the travelers who really want to understand Uganda's soul, they go to Kidipo Valley National Park. Tucked into Uganda's northeastern corner, on the border with Kenya and South Sudan, Kidepo is remote, raw, and almost criminally overlooked. Its isolation is precisely what makes it. There are no crowds here, no lines, no tour buses. Just you, the vast semi-arid savanna, and the wildlife. Elephants, lions, leopards, buffalo, hippos, zebras, and giraffes roaming freely across landscapes that look unchanged since. Kidipo Valley is not just a national park, it is Africa as it was meant to be experienced. Wild, unfiltered, and unforgettable. Every great country has a capital that tells its story, and Kampala tells Uganda's story with everything it had. Built across 7 hills overlooking Lake Victoria, Kampala is chaotic, colorful, energetic, and completely alive. Start with the Uganda Museum, which traces the nation's history from prehistoric times right to the present. Visit the Kasubi Tombs, a UNESCO World Heritage Site where 4 Buganda kings are buried, and where the Buganda Kingdom's history and ritual. Climb the Gaddafi Mosque minaret for the most breathtaking panoramic view of the entire city. Then, lose yourself in the market. Owino Market is one of Africa's largest open-air markets. The sounds, the smells, the colors, the people. It is sensory overload, and you will love every... At night, Kampala comes alive in a different way. The food scene, the live music, the warmth of Ugandan people who greet every stranger like an old... Kampala is not just a gateway to Uganda's nature. It is a destination in its own right. Uganda. Winston Churchill called it the Pearl of Africa over a century ago. And nothing, Not time, not change, not anything has dimmed the. This is a country where you can trek through an ancient rainforest to meet a mountain gorilla on a Monday, whitewater raft the Nile on a Tuesday, watch the sun set over a glacial mountain on a Wednesday, and float peacefully on a lake that looks like paradise. But more than the landscapes and the wildlife, it is the people, the warmth, the community, the hospitality of Ugandans who will make you feel like you have come home. There is a Luganda word, webile, which means thank you. And Uganda will say it to you in 1,000 different ways every single day you are. Now, here is your call to action. If this video gave you even one moment of, I need to go there, hit that like button right now. It tells YouTube this story is worth sharing, and it helps more people discover one of the most underrated. If you are seriously thinking about visiting Uganda, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, because over the next few weeks I am dropping full guides on gorilla trekking, the best lodges, how to get a visa, what to pack, and how to budget your entire Uganda. And drop a comment below. Tell me, which destination from today's video is calling your name the loudest? Bwindi, Murchison Falls, Jinja, Kidepo? I want to know. I read every. Finally, share this video with one person in your life who needs to put Uganda on their list. One share could change someone's travel plans forever. Until next time, keep exploring, keep wondering, and remember, the most beautiful places in the world are the ones still waiting to be discovered.